So a guy named Gerald hit me up and he was like, hey man, I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing with the YouTube stuff and all the videos and interviews. I'd like for you to come check out my spot. I have a sticker business that I run out of the middle of nowhere from my car. So I was like, yes, this is for sure something I want to do. I want to catch this. So I'm about to go meet him right now, go check things out and see what he has to say. Over here in Utah, next to Zion, Laverkin, that whole area in the back area. Let's go check it out. Let's have some fun. So I decided to go ahead and print out some awesome stickers. So thank you to Hal again at Giant Canyon e-bikes. What's up? So this is it, huh? This is ground zero? Yeah, this is the furthest you can go. I don't think I've ever been this close to a... Right? Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I love it. It's your first time here? Yeah. My friend told me about it. But then a girl I know, she's like, oh, don't take your car up there, Gerald. And I was going to different spots and different locations, and then I was like, man, I don't like any of the locations. I want to come up here. So I parked over there, but then there were a couple people there, and I'm like, no, I don't want to be there. So I kept driving up here, and then I found this, and I'm like, this is great. Oh my gosh. And they just leave you alone, huh? They don't mess with you? I don't know. They might run and wreck all my stuff. Get down, man. So we're going to go ahead and use this pad right here. So this is my sticker setup, man. This is the first time being out here. I have tried many attempts to try to get this to work where I could print stickers for my clients out in the mountains. I kept having foul ups and I was like getting discouraged, and I kept reading and figuring out how am I going to do this, and now I'm finally doing it. So we have these really cool design right here for Zion Canyon e-bikes. So right now we're going to go ahead and throw this into the cut machine and get this bad boy cut. We're actually running off the Jackery, so we have an input right now of 13 watts because of the sun, and right now everything is running on 11 watts, which is amazing. So we're going to go ahead and cut this bad boy. If we can get this, like, if this all works today, we're good. I know you're interested. You're next, okay? I'm just taking care of Zion Canyon bike first. And when they're done, then we can talk about your design and stuff like that. Because I can do the 38 a lot better. The 38 you got going on there. I don't like it. I don't really like the design. But I can do a nice scratch resistant, waterproof, and weather resistant. If that's what you're interested in, I'll give you a good deal. He takes all clients? All clients. Doesn't matter. And
So
this
what
right
kind
here,
of problems do you have?
huh?
What kind of problems do you have with printing? You were talking about problems.
So this is a new printer, and the issue I was running in, it kept saying that the rear gate was open, even though it wouldn't print. So I used ChatGPT, and it told me that there's a sensor in here that you have to keep shutting it, and these are notorious for that, which I didn't know that. So I just kept messing with it, and then finally I got it to go. So, but this right here is a mega tank. This is the G6020. It's a very inexpensive printer, but it prints really good high quality sticker paper. So I'm able to print really well. I protect all my stickers with laminate, okay? We have 3 mil laminate and 5 mil laminate. 3 mil laminate is gonna give me the scratch resistant, UV coated, weather resistant, weatherproof, all that kind of stuff. And then I use really good, you're scaring me, okay? You're almost, I get to you. We have a really good sticker paper
Clients,
here.
man, clients,
I know, man, Russian, dude. I get it. It's free and you're excited, but dude, give me time. And then I use a very good sticker paper. I have searched, so not a lot of people like what I'm about to say, okay? But I started using ChatGPT like 3 years ago. And I was a little against it at first, but then I was like, you know what? You can use it for good and you can use it for bad.
Okay, so why don't people like
because
that?
Man, you know, so there's a lot of people in Springdale that when they found out I use AI, they were totally against it and they didn't want to do business with me. Okay, and I understand that to some degree, but if people are against AI, then throw your phone in the trash because your phones all have AI, unfortunately. So you can use it for good and you can use it for bad, just like your phones. You can use it for good and you can use it for bad. The ChatGPT, listen, there are people who hit me up because I used to be a social media coach for 5 years. And they basically tell me, hey, how can I grow my business? There's a social media coach I'm looking at. This is how much they charge. And I basically tell them, hey, don't even pay that. Download ChatGPT. It's absolutely free.
Really?
And that is your personal assistant. It'll help you. Whenever my machines break, it tells me what to do.
And that's what helped you with the back end of the printer.
100%. I went to ChatGPT. And, you know, I was doing HVAC for like a little bit, like a year ago. I never called anyone. I just went to ChatGPT, put in the model number, said, here's the issues, here's the error code, told me exactly how to fix it. Boom, I fixed it. Saved the company money, good to go. And I have a lady in Salt Lake, she owns a business, and she's like really stressing, and I told her to download ChatGPT. She did. It's now growing and thriving her business, all for free, because it's a free app. So now that we're done, we're going to pull these out, and look at this. Look how good quality that is.
Nice. Look at that. Thick.
Yep, feel the quality.
Weatherproof.
Yep, good to go.
Very cool.
And so this guy right here, this is Hal at Zion Canyon E-Bikes. So me and my friend Harry, we have a food business also. We sell fruit leather and granola.
Fruit leather, what is that?
Oh man, so basically you take the fruit. So we take like strawberry and raspberry. We make it into a smoothie, okay? We pour it in our machines on our trays and we put it in a dehydrator. We put it in a dehydrator.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, get out of here. It's my car, not yours.
I like it.
They're all I think they think it's another animal.
I think I like the Honda. They like it.
So fruit leather, huh?
Yeah. So right now we're at Zion. We're in Zion Lodge in Zion Canyon.
Very cool.
We are in a lot of the outfitters. We are in a lot of the grocery stores in Laverkin and Hurricane and stuff like that. Harry is the mastermind. He came up with all the different flavors. We've got the strawberry mango. We have the dark chocolate drizzle, which is the strawberry raspberry mixed with a little dark chocolate drizzle. No added sugar and everything.
And what do you do?
I'm a marketer. The marketer. I
Marketing
call around,
and all
call,
that,
sell. We're also at the Bit and Spur on Monday nights from 5 to 9. We have a little booth. We're at the farmers market in St. George. Yeah, we were selling out every farmers market because we used to do pickles and we used to do jars and all that, but it was so much time consuming. It just didn't matter, especially when other people are doing it.
Right.
But what's really cool about the fruit leather, it's shelf stable. Like
really?
Yeah, we have people who we've given product 2 years ago and they're trying it again. And they're like, dude, it was just as if I bought it yesterday.
No way.
So it's good stuff.
So how long do you think it lasts?
I would say 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, the way that we have it packaged and everything, because we have basically dehydrated it. So, I mean, that stuff is that good.
So no preservatives?
Zero. Yeah, and no added sugar. Everything we use is the only sugar you're going to get is from the fruit itself.
That is crazy.
Yeah, you know, and actually, let me grab a bag here. And yeah, this is right here. This is my 2008 Mazda 6.
2008 Mazda 6.
I bought it brand new, this car. Brand new. And then I decided that I wanted to create things. So this is actually my 6th build on this car.
Okay.
And I always wanted to have my own camper. I just could not justify spending thousands of dollars. So
Right.
I built this. It's actually not that heavy. A lot of people think it is because these are all fence planks right here on 2x3s.
Very good.
The only thing that's heavy is the top where people can, I've had 6 people up here. So it's a deck. You can get up here and stuff. But you can actually peek inside. So if you peek in here, it's
smells like Home Depot in here.
yeah, so
heck yeah, man.
We have a little storage here.
No way. And you made and designed all this?
Yes. So this right here is my little kitchenette. This is my desk. So I was printing stickers in here, and this was my desk that I built right here. I have a light here. I sleep right underneath here. My clothes and all that, and have more storage up here. So yeah, it's great.
Nice.
But I've got some granola I want you to try, and you can tell me what you think.
For sure.
So yeah, it's cool. This car gets 300 miles on a tank.
300 miles, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. This is cool, man.
Yeah, so the original car, the first build that I had, I tore the doors off, the fenders off. It was actually all rebar. Rebar doors that opened up, and I got pulled over, and the police officer, or the police told me, he's like, hey, from the manufacturer, you have to have the doors and fenders on. However, I do like what you're doing. I like the concept.
Yeah.
Put the doors and fenders back on and just put the rebar on the outside.
Beautiful.
Good.
Great.
So he says, all you need, he says, what really it comes down to your personal preference. You have to make sure the lights work, the blinkers work, the brakes work.
Yep.
All that. He says, honestly, if that works, there's really nothing we can do, but it's up to you to keep it safe.
Yeah.
Because if something flies off and someone gets hurt, that's on you.
It's on you.
Yep. That's on you.
Now what's up with your friend over here?
That's Manny. Manny is a little pissed off right now. I got that strap around his neck and I put those sunglasses to him. I mean, dude, you would think he would be somewhat like cool with having Oakleys and looking stylish, you know, but
he's not.
No, he's been giving me issues like the last couple days, and I'm really fed up. So
that's the way it is, man.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes people don't have your ideas.
So this is our granola. Okay, are you allergic to anything? Or
no.
Okay, so go ahead.
Bullshit.
Yep. So there you go. Go ahead and try some of that. That's our granola right there. And tell me if you can.
Already good.
What do you think? What flavors do you think?
Apple. I taste apple.
Okay.
Cinnamon.
Yes.
There's
a very secret ingredient that a lot of people taste at the end. It starts with an F. F-E.
I don't know. What
Fennel.
I hope it's not fentanyl.
No.
Come on, man.
Hey, do you guys want some? You guys want some? Hey, let's see if this thing will. Okay. You like the smell of it?
I don't know, man. Be careful.
I know. I don't want it to kill me. Oh, dude. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That is cool, man. I like it. So that's what you sell.
Yeah, we sell the granola and the fruit leather.
Beautiful.
100%.
Great.
Yeah, we're underneath a cottage food. And so we're trying to get a commercial kitchen, then we can sell more stuff and sell nationwide, which would be nice. But commercial kitchens are very, very expensive. Yep. So as of right now, we are very content with that. And then I own this business, which is called Style Grip Creations, and I print stickers and design stickers. So I have, these are some of the ones that I'm working on.
Man, those are nice.
I'm working on wood ash rye. So wood ash rye, they want, I had this white border. They don't like that. They want to keep this right here. So basically I took their patch that they have on their hat.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I added the wood in the background.
Nice.
So, and then this guy sent me these designs. It's built with tools. He has about 250,000 followers on Instagram.
Jeez.
And then I have another guy that I just mailed out stickers to him. He has 1.4 million subscribers on YouTube. And he likes me because of this car.
So you're doing it, huh?
Yeah. So I have right now, I probably print for about 35 people right now. And if you come to me with your design, done. Doesn't matter.
Perfect.
Anybody who basically buys stickers from me, even if you don't buy stickers from me, I'll print 10 for free. Just so you can have them, just to test the waters. I mean, there's, her name's Tara. She owns a coffee trailer in front of Lynn's in Hurricane.
I know, yeah.
Yep, called Roaming Roast.
Right.
And so I made her a design, 3" by 3" and I dropped off like 10 and said, hey, sell these at $3 a piece. She sold out.
No way.
Yep. So now that was good. That was an eye opener for her. She's like, oh my gosh, this is good. I can make this on stickers. Most of the restaurants that buy from me in town pay $3, but then they sell them for $8.
Yep.
And then they sell out. So I like to sell to people who are going to resell because I can't compete with the online companies who can basically say, hey, we'll buy, you know, and a lot of them, they catch you. They're stickers, but some of them don't have what I do.
So the quality is just different.
It is, because I've reached out to like Mule and I've asked them certain things. And yeah, they have a sticker and they quote UV coated. I've tried it on my car and within a month, the color went bye-bye and all that. But who's going to call them after a month and say, hey, you didn't hold up to, they don't care. People are just going to buy stickers cheap and then they think, oh, okay, whatever. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Did you go to school for this?
No.
And this is just a passion?
Yeah, I started it up because, okay, so I started on social media in 2015. My first YouTube channel was Get a Grip Garage.
Nice.
And in 8 months, I hit 250,000 subscribers.
Whoa.
Got my silver play button. That's when shorts came out.
Right.
So you're going to get more view, more traction on shorts. You're not going to make as much money as long format videos. And then an update happened the following month and it killed my channel. So I got discouraged and I'm a deleter. So I deleted it. And then I saved my videos, went to TikTok.
Good.
TikTok, I grew 463,000 followers. But during then in 2021, they had their stupid guideline issue crap and I got deleted. And my videos weren't bad. They were funny mechanic videos.
What were you doing? Cussing probably?
Nope, none of that.
So what?
I was buying cars and destroying them. Basically, I was buying cars and saying, hey, here's how you do an oil change. Slapping a nail in the side of it to drain the oil. Like really crazy
And they
stuff.
thought it was a misinformation?
Yes, 100%.
Wow.
So then I went to Facebook. And Facebook is where I had been. I actually, when I went to Facebook, because I currently have 2 pages. One has 176,000 followers right now and 108,000 followers.
Jeez.
And on Facebook, I made $110,000 my first year on Facebook. And so I learned Facebook. I used ChatGPT to help me understand it. So I started teaching it. I made a video course and I started selling my video course for 99 bucks and helping lots of people make money on Facebook. The only problem is going into the new year, the algorithm switched. So they switched everything, just like Instagram, got rid of their monetization. It's trash now. I was averaging 3,000-4,000 a month on Instagram. I mean, I have a page right now that has 93,000 followers, but I switched my niche over because that kind of misinformation, that's not what they want nowadays.
Yeah.
They almost want you to basically do what they want you to do, trending and all that. And I was like, I forget it. So and if you're going to get on social media, what I like to tell people is if you don't have a product to sell, you're screwed. Because if you're chasing after monetization, there's 3 things. They are in charge of when you get paid, how you get paid, and if you get paid. So you could be putting tons of work into it like I did. I got demonetized middle of last year. They still owe me 7,200 bucks. And I
can't. So how does that work? How are you going to get that money?
I'll never get it. I contacted a lawyer. He says, you might as well cut your losses. It's
because they choose.
They choose. Yep. And they demonetize me with no reasoning.
So if you were doing some dumb dance,
whatever,
you'd be making millions. But the fact that you're...
And see, that's the problem. If you don't have a product to sell, this is a product. I have a product to sell. I'm in charge. I'm in charge of my hustle. I'm in charge of my grind. I'm in charge when I get paid, how I get paid, and if I get paid.
Yep.
So that's what it comes down to. Yes, stylegripcreations.com.
Stylegripcreations.com.
And I only use Instagram right now. I despise. And the crazy thing is I started my Get a Grip Garage all over again 3 weeks ago because a lot of my old fans were hitting me up.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, okay, I'll just do it for you guys.
Start over, man.
Yeah, that's it. So now I'm just, and then this is the first day that we are up here in the mountains with amazing guests. And we're printing stickers at Zion.
And your good friend?
And my good friend, Manny. Got to get him a playmate.
This is cool, man. I like the vibe.
So peaceful. You're not hearing the cars or nothing.
If I didn't have kids and stuff like that, I'd totally be up here.
Yep. So I've been single for 4 years now. I have no kids. And this is it.
That's nice.
I got out of debt last year and I'm just like, I don't want to do nothing else.
That's right. What kind of debt was it?
What's that?
What kind of debt was it?
I was married for 10 years. And that's the whole reason that me and my wife moved out to St. George about 5 years ago was COVID had hit. We were in Billings, Montana. And I'm originally from San Diego. And we were Billings, Montana, COVID hit. And we wanted to be close to family. Mom and dad were still in San Diego, California, where I'm from. And then we decided, hey, let's move. I was a supervisor at Costco. She worked at like a veterinarian tech. So we were doing pretty good. We had a farmhouse and we were like, let's just go ahead and get rid of everything. So we did. We were like, where are we going to move? Well, I'm not going to Vegas and I'm definitely not going to California.
Yeah.
Oh, St. George looks cool.
Yeah.
Let's go there. And so we went here, got an apartment with my dog and everything, moved my mom and dad a couple months later in with us. And then one day, Brenda, my ex-wife wasn't feeling good, came home, and then we all got COVID, and then my dad died 8 days later. So right after my dad passed, that was pretty hard, and then the marriage started just falling apart from then, and then she ended up leaving me, and then like remarried 2 months after.
Yeah.
So, but it's fine.
Yeah, look
I'm
at you
not
now,
angry.
man.
I'm not upset.
Now you got your own business.
Now
In
I
the
got
middle
my
of
own business,
nowhere.
and I'm living in a beautiful car,
That's right.
and I don't even care.
That's right.
So it's good. I'm living the best life. It was hard at the beginning, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but it's over. It's done. It's in the past, and now we have better fish to fry. We have better goals to go after. So that's it.
Hey, talk to me about San Diego, man. How do you? So what?
Mm.
What lifestyle did you grow up in? Like, you know.
So I grew up, and I mean, I had a really good mom and dad.
Nice.
I grew up in a like low income housing. My dad worked one job, got paid once a month at $15 an hour. My mom worked at Walmart for 25 years.
Nice.
You know, my parents, they growing up, they were, you know, my dad was always robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Yep.
He was always at the cash press. Yep. Getting the loan for $200 and then having to pay 300. And he said that when he had his first heart attack, it was from the stress of finance. Yep. So he had to put a stent in his heart and everything. And then, you know, and so I moved out at a very young age. And I worked my mom homeschooled me. I worked in a steel yard. When I turned 18, I joined the union, became a union iron worker. And I tied rebar for 10 years.
Yeah.
Journeyed out when I think I was 25 years old. Had a small crew of 7 guys.
No way.
I was doing tilt-ups in Del Mar.
Yeah.
A tilt-up is basically the guys come in, they, you know, put a big slab out on the ground. Guys come in, they'll build forms, and then us guys will come in, us iron workers come in, lay all the rebar.
Yep.
Pour the concrete, lift the walls, good to go. Well, San Diego, so we do post-tension cables also for earthquakes. And that was the best job I ever had.
Really?
I was making 90 grand at my age. Never saved any of it, but
hey,
again, well, I didn't know. My parents, just watching the way I was raised, I didn't even know how to manage money.
Right.
So when I got money, I blew it all.
Right.
You know, and then I became a drug addict too. So I became a hardcore drug addict.
What kind of drugs?
I started with weed, like everyone else. My tolerance hit, got into ecstasy, tried meth for a little bit, didn't like it. Cocaine was my main drug of choice. Yeah. I OD'd June 7, 2007.
OD'd, wow.
I did 10 hits of acid, snorted Oxycontin, cocaine, ecstasy, and meth, and I smoked weed with PCP.
All at one?
All at once. In a party in Santee, California, where there's like 100 people. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, a lot of my friends were in bands, and we were always like taking mad drugs in San Diego and driving up all the way to LA, go to the Whiskey Go-Go on Sunset Boulevard, partying, and then driving back home. It was like we teleported.
Yep.
Yep. You know, I can't even tell you, like, God has like basically allowed me to live because I should be dead many times.
Well, you got it out of your system. Now it's time to move forward. You know what I mean?
Yep. So I've been clean. I haven't touched drugs since.
That's right, man.
At all.
Good for you.
I'll like have a couple beers here and there, but even right now, getting older, I'm 41. Like even having 2 beers, it's making me winded, and I'm like, I gotta cut back. Yeah. You know, I gotta do other things too. I gotta take this energy that I have and purpose it in other areas.
Right, like you are now.
Like I am now. Yeah.
Speaking of energy,
yes.
What's up with this? So did you?
My buddy gave me this.
Okay.
So this is a 60-watt jacket. So I bought this at Harbor Freight for $189. Okay.
That's funny. I just saw the exact same one at the event we had on Saturday.
Yeah. So this one's only 200 watts. And right now it's fluctuating from 100 watts down to 10 watts. And we're having input of 35. So probably the reason that is because, you know, my laminate machine, okay, it's still good. So my laminate machine is kind of fluctuating. When you turn this thing on, this is the most wattage. It'll run about 200 watts for about 5 minutes, and then it'll adjust down to 8 watts. So really, the reason I'm jumping up and down right now is probably some of these machines are going into standby mode.
Right.
But I can run everything under 50 watts.
Just off of this panel?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes. That panel, 60 watts. I got an input right now of 35 watts. Right now, it's sitting at, everything right now is actually 8 watts right now.
Really?
This thing used 1 watt, this printer. 1. It's amazing. I plugged all this in one day in my room, and it all worked. And I was like, I wonder. But I tried it, and I was like, oh, I need the internet. Damn it. So I was looking into the Starlink and all that, and I returned it because I didn't like it.
Right,
And I was like,
right.
this is too expensive. There's got to be a way. So I just went to ChatGPT and how can I run this entire business offline?
Once again, AI.
Boom, it told me. The only thing I'll need is the internet to upload someone's design. But if they can give me a design, I can drive my vehicle, park next to a Starbucks in town, link up to their Wi-Fi. I don't even have to go inside.
Right.
Good to go. And then off I drive.
So everything fits on your desk.
Yes.
Crazy.
And I even built on my desk pieces of wood where each piece can fit. So
Really?
that when I drive, it's not bouncing all over the place.
That's true.
Yep.
I like it,
but
man.
It's too freaking hot in there. I mean, I do have these vents right here. I cut these, heat rises, it comes out, but I will be getting a fan that will basically blow in and then blow out.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a carpet up here. You can sit up here. I would be a little afraid if you saw my suspension on the rear.
Well, now I want to see it, man.
Yeah, look on the rear. Look on the rear. If you can see it.
Oh, I see it.
Blocks of wood, and
that is cool, man.
It works.
That's right.
It works.
That's funny. Have you ever had a client that was just very picky and didn't know what they want, and it was just really hard to handle?
Yep.
Yeah.
And as a designer, you just have to suck it up.
Yep.
It's not about what you want. It's about what they want.
Sometimes they don't know what they want.
I know, but you know, like, I'm not going to say who it was. It was yesterday. I was like, you want a circular? And he says, yes. So I made it, designed it. He loved it. Oh, man, but I want this. Oh, you know what? I want this. Oh, I want this for 2 hours. I kept adjusting it. But you know what? I was like, he's the paying client.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So I just got up, walked around, came back and said, okay, let's get this done. We finally got it done. He's like, dude, that's it. That's exactly what I wanted.
That's right. That's right.
What he doesn't realize is that was the exact same design I gave him the first time. I just kind of adjusted them and then just sent it back to him. And he's like, that's the one. And I didn't want to tell him, be like, hey, this was the original one that I made.
You know, with my clients, when I DJ, I go through the same thing. A lot of times they're like, you know, I don't want this music and I don't want this music. Day of, it totally changes because their uncle loves that certain song or their aunt loves a certain song. And then I end up playing that kind of music all night. The music they did not want.
Right.
Same thing.
Yep. So, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's what they want. But if I do have somebody who's just absolutely rude and all that, I'll just tell them, hey, there's got to be somebody else that you can
there's
go
nothing you can do for them.
No,
at
nothing.
that point.
You never can make them happy, ever. That's why when I was coaching a lot of people on social media, heck, my best client on social media, I helped her back almost 4 years ago. She, right after my dad passed, I grew up with her. Her name is Julie Jones, okay? She used to paint really good animals. So she painted my dog, sent it to me. I said, hey, are you on social media? She's like, yeah, but I'm not good at it.
Oh, boy.
I'm like, dude, let's get you on TikTok.
You are now.
I don't want to do TikTok. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll start your account.
That's right.
And I'll edit your first 3 videos.
Really?
So I did, and she was doing the painting for a minute, wasn't taking off. And then she's like, well, I do interior design. I work for an interior design company. And I'm like, hey, you should get into that.
Yep.
So she started making funny ones. Now the funny ones started taking off and people loved it. But in her mind, she's like, you know what, Gerald, I want to do it more of a business where I can quit my job one day and do this full time.
Right.
So she's like, you know what, I'm just going to do what I do at my job and I'm going to do it for TikTok. So what she started doing was clients would send her pictures of their rooms, and she has a program where she can take and remove out of this photo. So she started doing it, videos, 1 million, 1 million.
Whoa.
Now, right now, she has 750,000 followers on TikTok, okay? She has 2 warehouses, one in Vegas, one in San Diego. She now makes all her own furniture. She has over, I think, like 27 designers across the nation. She's got 600,000 followers on Facebook. She's got, I don't know, 50,000 on YouTube, and her name is Julie Jones Designs. She's all over the news, and they're calling her like one of the best designers in the nation.
Jeez.
All from TikTok.
All from you too.
Yep. And she's married and has 3 or 4 boys.
Making money, having
lots
fun.
Of money. Yep.
That's right, man.
So you just never know.
Yep.
You know, and I helped her then. I don't need anything from her now, even if she never mentioned me again. It was nice to have a little bit of that startup for her. That's all that matters, because that means that what I gave her was enough for her to change her entire life.
And look at you now, man. You're doing what you love to do.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Like, who has this view?
Right.
And if you are going to have this view, it's going to be about $4 million.
Right?
Just to have your office outside this.
I'm curious where these cows came from, though, because you got the, there's like a ranch sign way over there, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, where in the world is this person's house? Like, this is driving up here. I was like, wow, I didn't even know this existed.
I see something up there.
Yeah, there's a camper up there, and I think there's a camper over here. But like, this is, and a friend of mine said that they stayed up here for like 3 weeks.
I bet. What is it, 17 days you have to move?
14.
Or how does that work? Oh, 14 days?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, right?
I'm sure people abuse it.
Yeah, right?
So, yeah. So this does everything I need. Everything.
That is so cool, man. I love your office.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be one of the nicest offices I ever visit or I ever...
I mean, look how relaxed they are. It's just amazing.
Yeah, they're like in the shade of your vehicle.
Yeah.
That is funny.
You guys enjoying yourself, huh? You like the shade? Like the shade of the camper?
That's funny.
Everybody loves the setup, even the cows.
It's a lot of inspiration, though.
Yeah.
Them, the mountains,
right.
The hills, the green, red, everything.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I mean, we know everybody in Springdale, me and my friends. So we have, I do business with the Park House Cafe in Springdale, best breakfast by far.
Park House.
Yes, Allison is the owner, and her husband Tanner, her daughter Lexi works there as a server.
Nice.
The best breakfast that you'll ever have.
Yeah, we'll go down there one day, man. We'll go talk to them.
100%.
Perfect.
Yeah. 100%.
I love it. And do you see yourself doing or maybe branching off into another avenue that is somewhat like stickers, but not really, like t-shirts, hats?
I have all that machines.
No way.
And it's not for me. Nope.
The pirate's life for you, huh?
So okay. If only people knew, I'll just tell you straight up the startup cost.
Right.
Okay. So for instance, okay, if somebody wanted to start a sticker business, okay, this machine was $339.
Jeez.
Okay.
And this actually prints it.
No, that doesn't print it, that cuts it. So
cuts it.
So this is the printer, $250. A laminator, $28, which you don't have to do laminating. You could do cold laminate. The only problem with cold laminate is this is cold laminate. This is really good laminate. The only problem is when you take this bad boy off, you're in charge of how it sticks.
Oh.
So it could bubble up and it sucks. I don't have the patience for it. So it's not for me. Now it could be for other people. And that's not a problem. This is dishwasher approved.
That's crazy.
I put it through the dishwasher. It's fine. I was offering that. But the time that it takes to put this on every single sticker, I don't have the patience. I shake, I'm hyper, and I'm like, it's not for me. I don't want to do it. So I just decided I'm not doing it.
Very good.
So I'm not going to waste my time. So I searched ChatGPT and said, find me the best sticker paper that is not only going to hold up through different weathers and heat and all that. It's going to, and this is right here, the online labels, OL177WJ.
So that's the good stuff, huh?
Yeah, so this is a matty right here, or a matte, and I think that's how you say it. But anyways, it takes longer for the ink to dry. So when I print these, I actually have to wait a little bit before I add laminate, or else the laminate doesn't stick. So
how long would that be?
20 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
So I'm actually, once this is done, I'm going to go with a glossy, because the ink will soak into the glossy faster, so I can stick it through the laminate and we'll be good to go.
And it won't smear or anything like that?
And this is
crazy.
This is $80.
Jeez.
For this. Now I'll tell you this right now. When I had my YouTube channel, I bought all this equipment 2 years ago. I had another printer, okay? I bought this all 2 years ago, and I had on my YouTube channel I was actually running, it was Christmas time.
Nice.
I went over to Home Depot during Black Friday and I bought all their Milwaukee tools. I bought like $1,000 and got a bunch of Milwaukee tools, you know, mechanic tools.
Yeah.
Then I made a sticker pack for Get a Grip Garage, and I was selling me a sticker pack, 8 stickers for $19.99. Not these, but they get you oh yeah, that's my friend James. He won #1 Warhammer 40K.
No
Number
way.
1 in the world.
Really?
Yeah, he's in Vegas.
He here?
He's in San Diego.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but anyways, I printed and I was raffling off these sticker packs, okay? And people were buying them, and I made $2,900 my first week. And it paid for all my machines, gave me extra money, paid my taxes, and then boom.
Paid for your tools.
Yep, paid the tools
everything,
off. Yep,
everything.
and I shipped them off to all the people.
Oh.
And then that made me realize, dude, stickers. So now that all the machines are paid off and also they're a tax write-off. So, and that's another thing, having a small business, start an LLC right off the bat.
Right. Question.
Yes.
The ink. How expensive is that?
Super cheap.
No way.
$20. And it $20 will get me, print me 9,200 sheets.
I would have thought that'd be the most expensive thing you have.
But they're not cartridges. They are bottles of ink.
Those bottles. Yeah, I've seen those.
Yep. This is a mega tank. I can run 9,200 sheets before that ink goes bye-bye.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And the most expensive thing you have would probably be the MacBook Pro.
Yes. Yep, 100%. But that's old too. That's 2019 model.
Hey man, whatever. I still use my.
I mean, my dad bought that for me for Christmas as a gift before he passed. You know, so yeah, it was a.
So you're not getting rid of that.
I'll keep it forever.
That's right.
I just needed to do what I needed to do. I mean, nowadays when I edit videos, I have my 360 camera there and I edit everything on my phone. This is a game changer.
So you don't just do stickers, you do video editing, you do filming, all that stuff.
I used to fit it for people and I don't do that no more.
Now you just do it for yourself.
Yeah, I'm sick of people saying, oh, I don't like this. I need you to redo it.
That's right, man.
I don't want to redo it.
Yeah, forget people. That's why you're here.
I'm not going to do it.
So talk to me about the tools. What's your vision?
Oh, no, this car looked way different.
Right, but you're using tools.
This car was all, my doors were welded out of wrenches. Because this was like my mechanic car. And I don't even know if I can bring it up. Let's see, I can. I had 6 different builds on this car. And I had a putting green last time on top with grass. Let's see if I can find this.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, it's I've wrecked about 30 cars since 2019.
Are you a racer?
No. I built a car with a cannon on it. I built that shot 100 yards.
Yes. I want to see that.
Okay, that's right. I just passed it. Yes, here's some of my vehicles here. I jumped my Excursion.
Oh, that's cool.
This Excursion had a couch on the back. That was a lot of fun. This one only lasted a couple days when I rolled it. This is another one that I jumped. This is in Wyoming. This car had a cracked head, and I drove it up to Wyoming. There it is right here. So this one, it was my Chevy Impala. It was T-boned, and I built all that around it and put that cannon right there, and that cannon shoots potatoes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Whatever comes to my mind, I build it. I was having so much fun. Yeah, see the car? This is what the car looked like at first when I did first get it.
That's this car?
That's this car, yeah. Because the car was new, 30,000 miles.
Right.
I mean, it was...
Yeah, it's new, man.
My friend owns High Desert Towing, and he said, dude, you should get a Mazda, because I've never towed them.
Really?
Yeah, I've never towed a Mazda. They're amazing cars. You should go get one. And I'm like, done. So I even painted it. A purple at one point in time.
That is cool, man.
But this one, yeah, here's a sick photo right here. This is actually painted with spray paint. And that's all rebar and mechanic tools.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I can dig it, man.
Yeah, it's stout. I mean, this thing, some of the roads that I've hit, this thing holds up. I mean, this light, that flashlight, that's my license plate light. Yeah. And now, so, you know, because I got out of debt, which was the best thing by far, my bills are just food, gas, car insurance, and my cell phone payment.
That's all you need, man.
That's all I need. And so my business partner pays me a salary, and then I print my stickers. So I have a very good life.
That's right. Yes, you do.
And look at them. They're so chill.
Is it difficult to find food? And
no, because a lot of the restaurants we eat for free.
Nice.
So,
hey, that's how you do it, man.
Yeah, that's how we do it. Some people, I trade stickers for food.
The barter system, right?
Yep, I love the barter system.
That's right. Me too.
That's my favorite. 100%.
I like it. So where do you see yourself in like a year or something like that? How fast do you think this business is going to grow?
You know, I'm not here to get rich. I just want enough to survive.
You want to be happy?
Yeah. So I had money and I was making a lot of it. But people need to understand when you get into social media, if you've never done it before, this is how it works. You get your first 10 views and you get super excited. That's where your dopamine starts to come into existence. Okay. And you just realize, hey, this is what dopamine feels like. Okay. Then you get 100 views and 1,000 views and 10 subscribers and 100 subscribers, but you're never satisfied.
Right.
You always want more.
Right.
So then when you start making money, make $1, oh, this is awesome. I remember my first dollar. It's like, what? I make money on my videos. That's amazing. And then it wants $10 and $15
right.
and $2,000 and $3,000. And then you just get so wanting that every month that you just become dependent on it. And then when you don't get it, you're like, dang it. You're not even satisfied with $2,000. Right. You're just like, well, you know what? This sucks.
Right.
I'm over this, you know, and you start getting angry and you start getting upset. And that's what happens to everybody. Even my friends who are these most low-key people, super chill, whatever. Oh, I would never get that way. Nope, they're that way now.
So you're never happy?
You're never happy.
Huh.
And so I just decided that once Facebook did what they did, and I kind of just lost all that, it really took a lot out of me. Like that whole Facebook drama took so much out of me that I just quit.
Right.
I didn't want to edit anymore. I didn't want to make content anymore. I think they're peeing all over my camper right now.
Are they?
Sounds like it. It sounds like it.
Well, you got one peeing and the other one.
What are you doing with your nose there? You guys, oh, did you just pee all over his nose?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious, you dirty cow. Dirty cow.
He's like, when in Rome, man.
So so now I'm like, you know, and a lot of my friends are like, dude, you're so good at it. You should get back in it. You should do. And I'm like, dude, I was so addicted to Facebook. I breathe Facebook.
Well, you know, you're doing it, but you're doing it in a different way. You're doing it now marketing yourself.
Yeah, but I hate Facebook. I don't even want to be on there.
Right.
Like I have a page. Like I don't even, those 2 big pages, I don't even post on there anymore.
And you hate it because the algorithm and the way they treat you?
At the end of the day though, it's not so much the algorithm, it's just you have to stay on top of it. That's what it comes down to. We can blame everything, honestly. You know, I should have listened if the crazy thing, I'm teaching clients to have a product, but I never had a product. You know, because I was doing fake funny mechanic videos. It's hard to have a product doing that kind of content.
Yeah.
So everything happened for a reason. If Facebook wouldn't have done that to me, I wouldn't have this.
You wouldn't be here.
I would still be in my room 12 hours a day, grinding and hustling and making memes and
having a day job.
And, yep.
Doing all that.
Yep. And I mean, even though I was making that kind of money, it was all business money.
Right.
So I went and still had a job. I was working in Zion as a maintenance manager at the restaurants.
Crazy.
Making $40 an hour.
Nice.
Yeah. And then
when you're happier now.
Yes.
That's right.
100%.
That's right.
Because, you know, people think that, you know, and now I drive around and I look at all these people with big trucks and everything, and I'm like, they don't own that. They don't own that. They don't know. They are literally a slave.
I own a 2014, man. I'm chilling.
Yeah, they're a slave.
Yep.
They're always going to be a slave.
Yep.
This right here, this is freedom.
That's right.
Because it's what day is today? I don't even know. Tuesday? Wednesday? It's Wednesday. And I don't have to go into work anymore. You know, like I worked at Wood Ash Rye for a little bit, okay? And I needed a job ASAP. I thought I needed healthcare. Because sometimes what happens if I roll my ankle and I break it? Then I'm screwed. And sometimes we live like that, you know? But I don't want to go into a place where people are just bitter and angry and upset and whiny and complaining.
Well, they're miserable.
They're miserable. I don't want to deal with that. And so dealing with that, you are who you hang out with.
Yeah. And
all that was reflecting on me. And I started being that.
Yep.
I'm against it, but now I'm being it.
Yep.
And I was like, enough is enough.
Yep.
And I was like, even though everything happened on Facebook, I have to get my creativity and I have to push myself to do what I want. And the biggest step was to quit my job where you have security.
That's a huge step.
And go and say, hey, because now I have to go call people.
Right.
So I just started getting on my phone dial, my contact list from people I haven't talked to in years. I have a sticker business. Can I print you stickers? Sure, man. I didn't know you do that.
What?
Hey, I'll do 100 for you, $150.
That's right.
You know, I'll hook you up.
Jeez.
That's exactly what I'm doing. And then some of the restaurants would pay me $1,500. Boom, and then the big money comes in. So when these restaurants pay me the bigger dollars, then I can take that money and help other people who can't afford that.
Yep.
Maybe I can make them free stickers for their business or sell them super, super cheap for them, you know, at the end of the day, or just give them for free. To give this to Hal, to print this. Yeah, so it was my time, but I mean, this is good quality. to put this in his
hand.
That's
great quality.
Put this, he designed this and he likes it. So, I mean, this cost me a penny to make. Wow. 1 penny. Nothing. And if I wanted to sell these to people, you know, I don't really like to just sell this size. I like to do bigger.
Right.
You know, and so like my buddy wanted 5-inch by 5-inch. And so I was like, okay. So I mean, $100 for 10. Because I tried to give him a discount, and he's like, I'm not taking a discount from you because you gave me a discount last time. Nice. And he's like, I want to pay you $100.
That's a cool dude, man. This guy.
Yeah, dude. His videos is all tool reviews on Instagram. He's a father. He's got tons. He's a construction worker. Nice. He owns his own business, and he does everything. And he's like, dude, I want to pay full. I want to pay more than full price.
That's neat, man.
Because you hooked me up last time.
Well, if you have it, you should give it. You know.
Yeah. So I hook people up all the time. I give out stickers for free. So at the farmers markets, I printed up 150 stickers that are positive. So like this one sticker I printed up, it says this. And you know, the crazy thing is, oh, sorry. I know you're chilling. I just want to read the sticker. I'm just going to go over here. Okay. It's the sticker over there. It says, hold on, chill. You're doing better than you think.
Ooh.
And I was passing that out to people. Nice. And one lady said to me, she's like, you know what? I really needed to hear this. So this is a new sticker I created, and I gave it to Zion Brew Pub, and it says tap that with a tap. So very hopefully cool. They buy that from me.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a good idea, man.
Also, that's another thing I'll do is I'll go into businesses and I'll take their logo, I'll redesign it, even without them.
Well, I saw that. Yes, I saw what you did. That was beautiful, man.
And then just brought the stickers, and if he does want them, great. If he doesn't, I just gave him a free design. He could just take that design and go make money. That's fine. I don't care.
So you're also into engineering as well.
Yeah.
Whether you realize it or not.
Yeah. So, I mean, on that car itself, I even got tires in the rear that are going to hold up that 2,000 weight. But this car right here, because I was like, okay, it was bigger than this, by the way. It was 12
bigger?
12 feet high.
You got to watch out, man.
It had another one that going over the top here. This was my bed up here with a hatch. And I had an F-250 tonneau cover on top.
Jeez.
So heavy. And I drove it, and I was scared I was going to blow the tranny out. So I cut it down to right here at first. And then I added this on here so that I could have a patio up top.
Beautiful. And
then the bottom, the base, and I have all the videos of me building this. So I cut all the back of the car off. There are 12 2x4s that are like this. Because if it was like this, that would make no sense. So they're like this. And then bed frames.
Got it.
Are the best angle iron. Why would I go to Home Depot for 10 feet and pay $100 when I can go to apartment complexes to their dumpsters and there are bed frames literally laying all over the bed rails? Take the bed rails, cut them in half. Look at now I have 1/4-inch angle iron.
So you're recycling and you're putting it to use.
Yeah. So then I went, and I'm a welder, so I went ahead and welded a subframe out of angle iron for the wood, and I bolted and welded it right to the car. This thing, and then this right here is a truck rack that I had. This was for my putting green. I had a putting green all the way across this thing where you could stand on top and putt. So this thing's actually welded and bolted to the frame of this car. And then this is also tied into this. And then I built, you know, a floor. There's a floor up here. I mean, you can go around and walk up there and everything.
And you got the plexiglass right here.
So I added this ugly monstrosity just to put my stickers.
Got it.
That's it. That's all that's there for.
Yep.
I didn't care. I'm going to load this entire car with stickers.
Yep.
I'm going to, you know, do something about this. Maybe add a polyurethane over this to where it gives it a little bit of that like plastic, whatever, you know, and then all my stickers are going to go on this. Yeah.
Very cool.
And the way I came up with this color is kind of unique. I went to Home Depot. I'm in the paint aisle. There was an older lady there and she needed some paint on the top. So I just grabbed the cart and got it for her. And I looked down at her and I said, ma'am, I have this crazy car and you're going to choose the color that I'm going to paint it. And she says, what? So I showed her the car. She's like, yellow. I said,
no
done.
way.
I said, done. I'm going to paint my car yellow.
That's cool, man.
Yep.
What was her name?
I don't even know.
Just a random person.
Just a random person. Yep. No idea.
That's cool, man. I like it.
Yep.
And do you see yourself staying in Utah?
So I have a genetic disease called Klinefelter syndrome. I was born with an extra chromosome and I don't produce testosterone naturally. So when the heat comes, it messes me up so bad. I went on the e-bikes. It was nice out. you know, had water and all that, but it was giving me horrible anxiety because everything depletes out of my body because I don't produce testosterone. So I'm on 40 milligrams a day of testosterone.
And what do you have to do?
It's a gel.
Inject it or?
A gel
Oh,
in my
cool.
shoulder.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I have hormone imbalancement. So I'm a roller coaster.
Yeah.
All my friends know me.
Yeah.
I'm over here, and 5 minutes I'm over there. And 5 minutes I'm over here, and then 2 more minutes I'm back over there.
Because you have to follow the shade.
No, I mean like hormone imbalancement.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I have ADHD also. So a lot of people, they can't deal with me. You know, I'll be saying I'm going to go do this, and I'm ready to go. But then everyone thinks I'm over there, and they're like, "Whoa, wait a minute, you're over here now. Wait, weren't you over here? You're over here." And a lot of my friends have told me, and I lost a lot of friends. Oh, I can't keep up with you, and I can't. And I'm fine. That's fine because I didn't choose this.
Well, you're an artist, man.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of artists are, you know, different.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that being an artist, you have to think outside the box.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you're doing right now. And yeah, they might not like your vibe, but that's who you are.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
I'm the same. Identical.
Yeah. But I love
to control it.
Yeah, I know, it's tough. I don't really do medication except testosterone. I won't do all the, you know, I have a doctor and he told me, he was like, I'll tell you what, all the medication I could put you on will do absolutely no good. He says what people don't realize. And again, I'm not saying this to people who are on medication, it's doing good for them.
Right.
Everyone has a choice. Okay?
Right.
But at the end of the day, he was like, dude, medication's just a Band-Aid.
Right.
You put a Band-Aid on, it starts to ooze out a little more, and we give you a bigger Band-Aid. And that's what you can look at medication as. It's just a Band-Aid. He says the best thing that you can possibly do for yourself, go outside, get off your phone.
So train yourself wow, that's
yeah,
crazy.
He says a lot of people lack magnesium. Huh. Start taking magnesium and we'll look a big change.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
And when you go to sleep at night, he was like, when COVID hit, everyone was locking themselves in their house. He says, but you know what? If you ever watch old movies from like the old black and white movies, what did they do before bed? They opened up their window. They allowed air to come in. Because when air doesn't come in, stuff starts to happen.
Right. That's
so
right.
He says you need that fresh air. There's a lot of, you know, and so, yeah. And then, so I'm trying to do more of that. I have certain coffee I drink now. So a lot of the coffee I was drinking was really bad for me. And this is everyday dose mushroom coffee. So this has L-theanine in it. And you don't get jitters. You don't get come down, nothing. It helps me focus. It gives me the perfect energy that I need.
That's right.
And it's delicious.
Right.
So I drink that.
Very good. Very good.
100%.
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I used to have really bad allergies when I lived in California. Mm-hmm. And I used to take Claritin D, which is the kind you have to, you know, give your ID and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nothing worked. It would just put a Band-Aid on it, like you just said, for 3-4 hours.
Yep.
And then I moved to Utah, never took one again.
You know what's crazy about that? So when I moved out here first, I had a lot of allergies, okay? But I was drinking tea every night. Chamomile, just every tea. I'm a tea guy, okay? I love tea. And then all of a sudden, it's just gone. My allergies are gone. Really? And I believe it was from that tea and stuff. Yeah, that's a cool setup.
Oh, look at that one, huh?
Yeah, that's neat. So yeah, it's
Can you see yourself in something like that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, right?
That is cool.
It's kind of like what you have.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah, so actually, I had a Suburban, and I cut the top off, and I put an 8-foot camper in the back.
Really?
Yeah. I put an 8-foot camper in the back.
How often do you go back to civilization?
I don't.
You don't?
I stay out here.
Good.
You know, when I go to St. George, I get angry.
Ah.
You know, one of my friends is a doctor, and he was like, you know, there's a lot of frequencies going around in big towns.
Agree.
And you wonder why people are the way they are.
Yep.
He says it's very healthy that you get out of the city and go for a drive at least once a week. So my friend, my business partner has a house in Virgin, just a 1-bedroom. Nice. So sometimes I'll park in front, plug into his power.
Perfect.
He'll let me take showers and all that. So
it's a good dude, man. It's a good friend.
Yep. Or I'll go to Laverkin Outlook and I'll sleep out there or whatever. Or, you know, I'll drive through. I usually drive through Zion 3 times a day. Or not 3 times, 3 times a week.
You have to pay to get in?
I have a pass.
No way, that's smart.
Yeah, I actually just went. I went on 10 days. I went to Bryce Canyon, Escalante.
Love Bryce Canyon.
Yep, there's a really good coffee place called Kiva Coffee House in Escalante.
We'll go, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Sure. Yeah, I want to take a ride in here. I know there's no
I have the
seat
for it.
Right?
I have the seat for it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I just have to put it in.
That's cool, man. I can dig it for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I've driven it. No issues. I've done all the work myself. ChatGPT, and I know some people are against this kind of oil, but I've never used Royal Purple before. But I have in this car, and it basically helps cool down your tranny as well as your engine for heavier weight.
Of course, they're not going to tell you that. They're going to keep that a secret.
I mean, you know, this is, and then my friend had a car, and he gave it to me, and I put the hood scoop in there from a Subaru. And I mean, I'm shocked I get 300 miles on a tank on this. I really am. When I did not have anything on the car, the weight-wise, I got 550 miles on a tank. So this has a manual mode too, which is nice. Wow. So when I'm going up hills, I drop it, put it into third gear.
Right.
Good to go.
Good to go, yeah.
Lock it over. That way I'm not going, because with a little bit of weight, you know, the third gear will go up to 5,000, 6,000 RPMs. I don't want it to go up that, so I just put it in the manual mode and then adjust it that way.
That's right. 4th of July, have a barbecue grill up there.
Yeah. Dude, I'm done. I'm game for whatever.
Really?
100%. I'm down for my friends to, like, you know, play music up there, or
don't tell me that, man. This is gonna be in my next music video.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We gotta do that. Gotta do that. I'm totally down for that.
This is a great prop for my next music video.
100%.
That and the cows.
We could put little lights in each corner. The ones that you buy on Amazon for like 19 bucks.
I have
a Jackery.
Yeah.
They can shine out. You can have a party out here and just play to the cows.
I love it, man. I'm sure they'll appreciate me. Nobody else does. Sometimes I'm DJing for 6 hours. And
now I am naughty sometimes. I am naughty. I have been in trouble with the law.
All right, what's going on? Talk to me about that.
I'll take Manny out and I'll sit there and let my friend drive me up through Zion.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that one.
And I'll film it.
You gotta be careful with that one.
I did it in Vegas next to the Sphere.
No way.
Yeah.
You got pulled over fast.
I did at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Lucky. Good. Because you know, that would have been a fat ticket.
Yo, yeah. The Rangers did pull me over in Zion, and they did not, they were like,
what are you doing?
Yeah, pretty much. And I said, well, you can sit in the back of your truck. Oh yeah, here's what the last build looked like that.
Oh, that's cool, man. And
that was a putting green up top.
I see
and I had a ladder in the back and my toolbox up top.
It's a trip because every picture you've shown me, it doesn't look like the same car.
No, I know. See if I can find the video here.
So that's all you need is solar, huh?
Yeah, man, that's the way to go.
And if something happened to this one, would you get a bigger one or the same size?
Bigger.
Ah, man, you don't want to be limited, you know?
Yeah.
How much does something like that cost?
179 bucks for the Jackery, and my friend gave me that. So you can go to, honestly, if you went to Harbor Freight and got their 100 watt, and that Jackery maybe under 400 bucks.
It's a good deal, man.
100%. But I'm only using it for this. So if you're going to use it for other things, like, you know, then you're going to need to get something.
Charging your cell phone, that might take a little more juice.
I mean, you can run anything that I buy for this car literally has to be 12 volt.
Got it.
12 volt fan, 12 volt lights, you know, all that. So the less, the better. You can't, like one of my friends said, hey, I found an AC. It's 150 watts. Can I plug it into this? No, because the startup is probably 1,000 and the maintain is that 150. So no, it will not work.
What do you use the electrical tape for?
Oh, it's for my mats. So these mats right here, because I've used them so much, this machine is very precise.
Got it.
So if you don't have this on here precise and it's off a millimeter, it'll cut the wrong way.
It'll mess everything up.
Yep. So I actually use Scotch tape.
So one thing I did notice is your stickers don't have, you know, that little lip when you cut, there's like little dots right there. You ever seen that?
No.
So a lot of sticker companies, they have kind of the leftover part that cut.
Gotcha.
And yours don't have that.
So I mean, there's blades in here. I rotate blades quite
a bit. So this is a really, so it's the machine.
Yes. So there's a blade right there. That's a new blade.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Yep. And if they're cutting a lot and they're not swapping out the blades, it's probably going to leave that.
Yeah. Any sticker company you get from, Amazon, Etsy, all that stuff, they always have those little things.
Yeah, I mean, if any of my stickers, you know, like for instance, this one, I'll give them to him for free because I'm not going to throw them in the trash. But like this one, this is what happens when it's off a little.
But that looks cool. That's actually a really nice thing.
Yeah, but see, you don't have it up here, but you have it down here, that white. That's not a good sticker, in my opinion, at all.
Yeah.
It's got to look exactly how it should. So that little bit will bug me. It might not bug him. He may not never notice it.
I didn't even notice.
But it bugs me because I want to make the best.
Well, that's what makes you who you are.
Yeah.
And that's why people should go with you.
Yeah. So, I mean,
aside from all this, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
your sticker guy is designing your stickers, cutting your stickers,
right,
laminating your stickers right here.
Yeah. And it looks like the owner doesn't care because his cows are super chill.
We're not eating them yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
I'm going to go ride one.
Don't do that.
I know.
Don't do that.
I just like how they love the car. They just love it.
Yeah, they're cool, man. I like them. This is their land. We're just visiting.
That's true. Yeah, we do it. And then we'll make stickers. And then my goal today is, let's see, they got somewhat cloud cover. What am I running at? 27 watts. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
So I'm going to finish all my stickers today.
Right.
I'm going to get them all done for everybody.
And then deliver them tomorrow?
And then, no, I do same day.
Oh, cool, man.
You buy stickers from me?
Heck yeah.
You get them same day.
Unless
you're out of if you're out, I have little nice cardboard envelopes. I can just put a stamp on it.
That's right.
Because 1 ounce is 1 stamp.
Yep.
So.
That's right.
Yep.
I like it.
So I get them done.
And when it stops like that, is it?
Cooling down.
Cooling down? Figured. Yep. And that's why you have it behind.
Yeah, because right now I'm running 29 watts in. I just fired up my laminator again, and the laminator jumps from 100 watts and all that. So right now I'm 50% on that. But I could also start my car, put the jacker to the car, and then the car will charge it at the high of 60 watts if I wanted.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you don't really have any limits.
No.
The only limit would be is if somebody chases you out of here, like it's some sort of land that's owned.
Yeah, which I never.
Government land, something.
Yeah, I'll never, ever do that. Nope.
That's good, man. I like it.
Unless I can give them some stickers and they'll let me film.
And you never know, man. You might have a side business.
What's very unique? I was out of town. There's a back way you can come through Littlefield, Arizona, as you're coming off the freeway.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go through the gorge. You can come back around. I drove up this road and there were no trespassing signs for a mega warehouse. And the guys pull up. What are you doing on the property? And I was like, I'm just curious who owns this. He's like, I own it. There's a native community. And I was like, hey man, this is the coolest property. Can I have your permission to film? And I just won't tell anyone where it's at. I'll tell it's in California. Talked to him for 2 hours. He looked over at my YouTube channel because I was doing another channel, Gerald's 360 Adventures, and he let me, and I got a cool video of that place.
Yo, that's cool.
So dope.
Dope. I'll check it out, man. So Send me the link.
I'm reposting everything. I deleted all my stuff, and now I'm just I'm putting every video I've ever made, whether it's adventure or not, on Get a Grip Garage. I don't even care.
That's right.
I can't do multiple channels anymore.
You're over it.
I am over it. So I'm putting. I think I started my YouTube channel like 3 weeks ago. I think I hit 1 million views, and like
Jeez.
I have like
that's crazy,
but it's all shorts. Some are long format.
I think some of my videos have 5 views.
It's okay. You're just starting out though.
Yeah.
My Get a Grip Garage channel. This is when I first started. His name is Derek. Derek sends me an email and he says, I was in my bedroom. I had a gun on my desk and I was going to kill myself. And he said, my phone was sitting upright on my desk. And he said, I think YouTube was on and videos were just going back and forth. He's like, the lights were dark. I was sitting on my mattress against my wall. And he says, your video popped up, your mechanic video. And he says, I was listening to it. And he says, the first thing I thought of was like, this guy's an idiot. That's not how you change your oil. Okay, no joke. He says he picked up the phone and started going through my videos. So it took his mind off what he was going to do.
Really?
Yes. And he said, dude, I watched you for 2 hours and then I realized that I don't need to do this. And I never heard from him again, but he said, thank you. He was like, thank you so much. So you just never know.
That's true.
There's always that one.
That's true.
And so if you have stickers and have merch right off the bat, I want to do the shirts The price is so expensive.
I bet.
Stickers are so easy. Yeah. So easy.
Well, I love it, man.
Sweet.
And if anybody needs stickers, they should definitely come to you.
Yes, 100%.
Because this is your inspiration.
100%. I want to go different places and print. So the first time I wanted to do this, I had all my equipment on top and I was in Zion. But I had to have the internet. And now I learned how to do everything offline. So I could still go up there, put my mount right here, and then act like I'm a DJ. And then so when I had my channel, and I still do, I pay for music through epidemicsound.com.
Right.
And they have some pretty sick music. So if I wanted to listen to cool hip hop or whatever, I'll just play that music through my phone. And then I can listen to cool music. Then when I upload, it's not copyright because I pay for it.
You don't need that stuff anymore, man. You got my music.
Oh, dude, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Do it. 100%.
Well, look, man, it was a pleasure.
Likewise.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For showing me your world, man.
Yeah.
And where'd you get these lights? Are these the original lights?
They're the original
lights. That is hilarious.
Yes. I still have Montana plates because they're permanent. Don't ever have to pay for registration again.
And all you have to do is tell the cops, I live in Montana.
Well, I don't say that. I actually say that I try, and I do. Sometimes one time a year, I'll go back out there.
Really?
And stay out there for a month or two. And
who do you stay with?
My friends.
Nice.
And then I'll just I think the license is good for 12 years.
Good. So let me know when you're out there again, man. I'll go with you.
Yeah. It's Billings, Montana.
How far is that from the border?
Oh, it's quite a ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a ways. But the back way would to go through the salt flats, go that way. So the salt flats, you go, instead of going up the 15 through Pocatello, you cut to the left where the salt flats are. You go enjoy that. And then you keep going that way and then go up the back way of Idaho. No joke. The entire way, all the way to Big Sky or before, is literally a black road, not a freeway. And you're driving past pastures going a back way all the way.
Great.
All the way.
That's nice, man.
No cops, no freeway, no traffic, nothing.
Hey.
Go as fast as you want.
I'm a cruiser, man. I go 35.
Yeah, I don't go fast at all. Not at all. I put foam in there.
Very cool.
Yep, I'll put foam all up in there.
I like it.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's another thing. So it's not just these. So if you were to remove all these, I completely wrapped this thing with moisture barrier.
So it's a lot warmer in there.
Well, not even that. If it rains,
oh, that's cool.
It's never gonna leak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different than this. I wrap this. This is different, and then put a carpet up top, and then it's all insulated. But this thing, I've been through many rainstorms, and it doesn't leak at all.
I can dig it, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
No problem.
I love the studio.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's everything you need right here to make $1 million.
Yeah. I mean, hey, there's some people that make 40 grand a month selling stickers.
That's going to be you soon, man.
Maybe one day.
It's going to be you soon.
All right. We're running good. 34 watts.
All right. Get to work.
I know I have to. I'm at 49% now on my jackery. Yep. We're good. So we're good? We got Hal. Yeah, we're good, man. Super good. See what my computer's looking at here. Oh, yeah, my computer's not doing too bad. Yeah, this is the life.
This is the life you chose.
Yes. Okay. All right, let's see here. Who are we going to print for now? Oh, yeah, we're going to print. Let's see, is this going on? I think it's like this, actually. All right, guys. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to be printing for another friend here. She owns Blissful Blends. Brew Your Inner Balance. I think it's like a healthy smoothie brand that she drives around through St. George and all that. So we're going to print her some free stickers. I told her I'd print her some 3-inch by 3-inch. So we're going to get that going. 922B, go into the print here. So we're gonna back out. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this. We're still doing pretty good on the power right now. So I'm super stoked about that. So we're gonna go into the new project here. And then we're gonna go ahead and go, just went to offline. It's really nice over here. I got the internet, which is nice. That I have a little bit of internet. Over there, I did not. So over here, I do. And it's nice because I do need internet to upload a file. So yeah, I'm going to upload this image. We're going to print them out for her, 3" by 3". We're going to hook her up. I redesigned this logo for her. The one she had, it wasn't the best. It was kind of sloppy done. And so we're going to go ahead right now. We're going to upload this. This one's really nice. Everything that we do, we support locals. Same with the food business. Everything's bought from local farmers and everything. Everything's local. Keep it all local. Ah, it's so nice right here. Get a tan. Not have to worry about anything.
Yeah, you don't hear much. All you hear is the wind.
Yeah, when I was in Laverkin Outlook, I could hear all the cars and all that. Yep. I was like, nah.
That's why you moved a little further?
Moved up here.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's all worth it, man.
Yep. Man.
Another day at the office for him. It's a good life, man. Doing your own thing, being who you want to be. Entering Zion Wilderness.
Get that communicating. Eat my breakfast burrito here.